All right, it's New Year's. Here's gonna be the most common mistakes that you're gonna see everyone in the gym do that's gonna lead them to then giving up on their journey and making this another repeat year of setting goals and not achieving them. And hopefully you can learn from this and not let that be you, okay? Now, I have coached for over 7 years. I spent the first 5 in the gym doing personal training. And I would consistently see January, February, the entire upstairs section of cardio full, every single treadmill, like a line of people waiting just to do cardio, hit the bike, hit the elliptical. And it was very interesting because I was like, there's no one down at the weight section. And it was very clear to me, right? There's people obviously intimidated to do the weights and everyone is there. Okay, well, I'm gonna do the cardio, that's gonna help me lose weight. Let me explain something to you. If you want to lose fat, it is much harder to out-train a bad diet, okay? The average amount of calories, which is essentially energy, okay, we consume energy, then we burn energy. When we consume less energy through food, then we lose weight, okay? Just so you understand. But when we run on average a mile, a couple kilometers, we burn on average 100 calories. 100 calories approximately is the amount of calories / energy in a banana. Now just think about it. Think about it. Think about how much effort it takes to run a mile versus not eat the banana. And then you have all these people up doing the treadmill and they're not going to be sprinting, let's be real. They might try to do a semi-fast pace, but clearly if you're unfit, you're not really going to maintain that too long, yeah? They might do that for 30, 40 minutes and too intimidated to hit the weights, leave. Calories burnt, shit all, yeah? Being honest. You're better off not going over the top, first of all, with training, going all in, and I'm not seeing the results, and it's too much, and getting intimidating and stopping, okay? Don't do that. Don't think you can out-train a bad diet. It's very hard to, yeah? You're not, if you're 30 to 40 plus, you're not how you were when you were 20. You're not running around, training, doing sports, eat anything you want, get away with it. Things have changed. You work different kind of job, different priorities. You're sitting down. All of a sudden the food that you eat very easily just seems to appear in your stomach. It is a reality. So instead, be a bit more conservative, okay? I've seen this happen year after year. People go too aggressive, extreme, cutting out sugars, so on and so forth. But let me ask you this question. Let me give you a question to ask yourself so you can use this filter now every time you try to reapproach this. Could I see myself sticking to this for an extremely long period of time, aka the rest of my life? If the answer is no, don't waste a day. Why? Why? Unless you have extreme discipline to get off the keto diet after a couple months and then properly reverse diet and then go into a flexible dieting strategy at the right amount of calories, that takes guidance anyways. You'd need help. Because clearly if you knew how to do that, you would have done it. So you would need guidance anyways to do that. But most people don't end up doing that. I'll tell you that right now, okay? I'll try something extreme. I'll cut out the carbohydrates, cut out the sugars, do some, extreme workout plan, dedicate all these hours. In reality, I've got clients working out 2 times a week from home, still eating things they like, but we just know the right amounts to be having, yeah? Increasing the protein intake to optimize muscle gain, losing 18 kilos in 12 weeks. It's about knowing the right things to look at, okay? Knowing how much energy you need to consume to lose weight at the rate that we want. It's not about going upstairs, lining up for the cardio for hours only to burn minimal amount of calories and then to immediately overeat the amount because you got more hungry from the cardio and consume more calories than you would have even if you didn't. So, instead, this is the mindset you should have. Or it would be ideal to have. When you look at working out, look at cardio, less for calorie burning, look at it for heart health, cardiovascular training, okay? So if your intention is to do cardio, do it for that reason. Now, if you want to build muscle, use strength train, okay? If you need help strength training, apply, link below. Do it by yourself, either or. It'll burn some calories, but not crazy. Most of that will be in the food, okay? So you train to either tone up, get more fit, or a hybrid of both, okay? Or start with one to keep it simpler, even if you're doing 2 to 3 days a week. But separate it, okay? And then you look at the nutrition, the food, as what's really responsible for you losing the spare tire, losing the belly, getting rid of the fat. That's really the high leverage activity we can be looking at that will give you the biggest bang for your buck. You can lose weight even if you're not even working out by just manipulating your food. How much you're having, what kinds, yeah? And then obviously understanding how to navigate that week after week, because your requirements will then shift and change. Caloric intake will then shift and change as you get lighter and lose more. And you have to know, what other things to manipulate, whether it's move more, eat less, simple as that, right? And you got to understand, you got to figure out the rate of weight loss that you want. Ideally, anywhere from 0.5 to 1% of your total body weight in reduction every single week is a good rate. Obviously, the more aggressive you want it in that range, manipulate the variables. Move more, eat less, or hybrid of both. Yeah, but just make sure it's at that optimal range. So to bring this back and not go too fancy with this, okay? Focus more on the nutrition. Don't be extreme with it. Have a little bit more of a long-term sense of, can I sustain this? Okay, am I willing to go through with this? Start small. Focus more on building foundations and habits and lifestyle changes. Okay, replacing foods that you probably know you shouldn't be having with healthier alternations, so variations, yeah, alternatives. So I'm replacing those, and then maybe working on the portions a little bit, yeah, something that you can bear with. Maybe start dabbling into the weight training or the cardiovascular at a very reasonable and realistic rate to stick to. And then over time, you can start building up. Once you've made, let's say 2 workouts a week compulsory, and the nutrition, every single week you're setting and like looking at what's the next thing that we can now work on, and then stack it over time. Be realistic about it, okay? That's the main message here. Be absolutely realistic about it. And set aside what things you're gonna focus on to start changing. Don't make the mistake of what people try to do. Okay, when you get help, it's a bit easier to be more aggressive. You've got someone holding you accountable. When you try and do it by yourself, be a bit more conservative and focus more on lifestyle changes. Okay? Don't be one of those motherfuckers in the gym, waiting for the line to go upstairs and jump on the elliptical to burn 80 calories, to go home and eat 500. Think.